Hi, I'm Gregory Boler Jr., partner at Transwestern Development Company. Transwestern Development is a 25 employee company. It's national. We have 6 regional offices. We are a part of a larger umbrella, though, that includes 2,500 employees and gets more into more of kind of commercial services, brokerage, property management, and things of that aspect. I mainly focus on, finding the land, figuring out the vision, finding the capital, executing on that vision, and so that's more of the development aspect. What does my day to day look like? It can be a lot of different things. It could be negotiating contracts with attorneys. It could be speaking with an investor as far as why they should invest alongside with me for a real estate development opportunity. It could be speaking with a general contractor, really kind of understanding just the scope, schedule, and budget of that development. Working with the engineer, so it's really broad in that aspect, and that's why I like it. A range of compensation for someone in my position can be anywhere from kind of mid 6 figures to basically in the millions. What I love about my current career is just that we're executive producers of real estate, right? So we're able to leverage the skill sets of others that are around us, and bringing this vision and bringing in these other players and understanding what they need to get done, and understanding how to critique that as well. But bringing this team together, as well as the capital aspect of it, to be able to execute on the vision and make it a reality. So I really enjoy that aspect. What I would change about my current position is I wish that it was certainly more black people in commercial real estate. It's basically less than 2% black people are in commercial real estate. Most people, when they think about real estate, they think about the residential aspect, they think about homes, but nobody really kind of understands what goes into buying a office building or buying a retail building, or how that was kind of built from the ground up. And so, I really am driven and motivated to try to provide more opportunities for people of color inside of the industry. From my education aspect, I went to Florida A&M University. That's Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, and I majored in mechanical engineering. Also played football while I was there, and heavily involved as far as with different organizations and things of that aspect. How that has prepared me in development is really understanding the technical aspect of real estate. Understanding how to solve problems when you get into just the design aspect with engineers, with our civil engineers, or our mechanical engineers, as well as speaking with the architects, as well as speaking with the general contractors, and understanding that. And so it's understanding the hard cost portion of the budget, how to create a development budget, which really is kind of like the root of development. If you can understand the costs that all go into developing a real estate building, then you can kind of figure out what the returns are as soon as you kind of dive into a little bit more of the market analysis, and understanding your competition, understanding what you could rent the building for, and things of that aspect. And so I was able to get the business acumen when I went to Georgia State University and got a master's in real estate there. And so the technical mechanical engineering background with the business acumen were two things that were huge in me being successful in my role. The advice I would give somebody that wants to follow my career path, I would say, try to learn as much as possible around commercial real estate, right? And this industry is a relationship-driven business. Most people that are in the industry are there because of some type of nepotism, to where they might have a father or uncle or aunt, etc., that are in the industry, and they were able to kind of connect them with someone else that is also in the industry, and so, which is even more reason why it's been exacerbated, with the minimal amount of people of color that are in the industry. And so, I think that it's just one of those things that if you really want to be in this career path, try to major in real estate, or take the technical route as well. There's nothing wrong with being an engineer and being an architect major, being a construction management major, understanding the bricks and sticks first, and then getting the business acumen. But people from all walks of life, all different types of backgrounds are in this industry, and it's mainly around relationships and opportunity. And so I would try to understand more of those companies that are doing commercial real estate and are developers, et cetera. And once you kind of understand that, who the players are, then you're able to kind of open yourself up to that network. Where I see commercial real estate evolving over the next 20 years, I think the pandemic has certainly really kind of put fuel on the fire of demographic changes that have already been happening. And some of the major things around that is everybody really wants to have the flexibility of working from home or going into an office. And I think that now that everybody has figured out a way of working from home and being productive at home, and realizing that yes, it's certainly a juggle for some that might not have resources, et cetera. For kids that might be at home, but having that balance is probably the key thing. So I think the office industry will start to shift a good bit, but from a consumer aspect, what's been happening before the pandemic is a lot of people aren't going to malls anymore, right? Folks aren't going to kind of brick and mortar stores anymore unless it provides some type of experience for them to be a part of. Everybody's ordering online. They kind of call it the Amazon effect. And so for me, which I do a lot of, is building warehouse and distribution centers. That's a lot of that is driven by online sales or e-commerce because we want things delivered to us in a day or two. And to have that delivered to you in a day or two, you need more distribution closer to you. So you need more warehouses closer to you. And so we're also seeing that that's where the job opportunities are. So as people are leaving retail to where it's more kind of minimal wage and you don't really have to have much of a major kind of skill set, there's opportunities on the warehouse side to where it allows for upward mobility for those that just might have a GED, but they have certain certifications, et cetera, with forklifts, and you're getting paid certainly 3 times as much as you would at a minimum wage on the retail aspect. And as you continue to get more education, it allows you to be able to have that upward mobility into the office portion as well. And so I think that's going to also be a major shift. So how I give back to the community with my professional experiences, really kind of what I'm doing right now is getting the exposure out to the youth. I did not know anything about commercial real estate growing up. If it was not for a commercial real estate company actually recruiting directly at Florida A&M, I would not be there. I thought it was a law firm, and I didn't understand why they were looking for engineering and architecture and construction management majors. But I realized it was an opportunity, and as I continued to learn more about it in the industry and really how broad it is and how many so many fields that you can have within it, whether or not you want to be a broker, whether or not you want to be a developer or engineer or an architect, or it's just so many different things within the commercial real estate realm that got me to thinking that it was a really great opportunity, and I'm able to leverage my personal skill sets as well. I love meeting people, I love building these relationships. And that's probably one of the key drivers in this industry if you want to be successful. And so, for me, it's more of trying to provide more exposure to the youth, especially people of color. And we've been able to do that. I've been able to set up an internship opportunity through a industry organization that I'm on the board of, to where we have 9 partner companies that are commercial real estate companies, and we're going directly to the AUC as well as Georgia State and sourcing juniors and seniors that want to get into the commercial real estate realm, and we're connecting them with these partner companies so that they can get an internship and get that exposure and build these relationships that they probably would not be able to do previously. So I'm certainly proud of that, and it's a bigger fight, but that's what I plan on doing.